Yeah, you're going to have to pull on that, Jim.
Can't win.
I don't think you can weld to those rotors. Alright, welcome back to Just Enough Garage. Today, I wanted to do something for a while, and you're going to see it. Let's pretend this is a cooking show for men. And instead of cooking, we're using tools to create something. Now you say to yourself, what does a vise on an old stand have to do with a wheel hub and have to do with a wheel? Come around this way, Mary. So you guys remember these are the wheels with the lock ring that came off the Ford, which I'm still waiting on paperwork, so it's still waiting for me. Fine. This is a hub that I had off of a, oh shoot, it must have been 1972-ish. Dana 44 3/4 ton Chevy front axle. I had a match pair once. I used part of it for guts on a Jeep I had years ago. It doesn't matter. I have this. So then I said, is it going to fit this 1974? Will the Chevy hub fit on a Ford wheel? If you know the answer, put it in the thing down below.
Do you know the answer?
I do know the answer.
Okay.
They're both made by Dana, so I'm going to assume they're interchangeable. Let's see. Oh, wonderful. So now that's backwards. That's purposely. Because now when I weld that to that to that, I'm going to have this stand that I can roll the wheel around. I chose this smooth wheel versus these other choices because those are ankle biters and trippers, and the extension cords will catch on them when you're trying to do something with a vise.
We know this because the last one did.
Because the last one, you say, well, Darian, why did you cut that apart? Well, I had that together for how many years, Mary?
At least 6.
7, 8. Yeah, anyways, this was on a Jeep wheel.
But then he needed the wheels. So.
Well, it's actually one of these wheels right here. Let's see, take a show and tell.
Now he no longer needs the wheels because he swapped them again.
I think I was smart and welded it on the back so that it didn't screw up the front, so that just in case someday maybe. Anyways, I needed that to put these wheels on years ago, so the vise stand lost out. Now, because this is taller, I got to cut down, and I've been doing some figuring, Mary.
You mean measuring?
Do I want the vise up here? Probably not.
Well, then you stand on the tire edge really close to it.
Yeah.
And do a little wobble.
Let's say that's that. And the eyeball says that's 13 inches. That's heavy. It's not going to fall over. So then 13 inches. So this is how you would measure it, Mary. You burn that 13. That's called burning. If you have a tape measuring and you just hold your thumb at 13 inches, say, where's the jaw going to be? That's 5 feet. Well, that's too high for me. What's comfortable to work on? Something around 4 foot. So I got to just essentially take out a foot right here.
Yeah, they say working height is from your sternum to your belly button or your
No,
hips.
you're shorter than me. You're like 45 inches.
Yeah, I know I'm shorter than you. You know I'm shorter than you.
You want to do like that then? Because then it can be multi-personable. So yeah, that's right at 5 foot to the jaw. So let's say we take off 16 inches.
Sure.
So 5 foot minus 16 inches, 12, 13, 14, 15,
Darian.
16. That is 44. That's right where you're...
Darian, the height you had it at before worked fine. Just take 13 inches off. Wouldn't that be similar to what you want?
But we're at 16 inches now.
You want it a little bit higher then?
Yeah, and I don't really like this.
I mean, I guess lower, not higher, but...
So let's give me a few minutes on my grinder.
Look at that beauty.
Yeah, I needed the wheel. I didn't care about this then. Let's talk about this grinder since...
It didn't get thrown in the yard yet.
No, the other one burned up a while ago. I can't go get a new grinder yet because I know that Mrs. Just Enough Garage has an idea for Father's Day, so I'm letting her... Anyways, it should interchange with some of these batteries, I'm hoping. I'm not supposed to know, so don't tell her. Anyways, I'll have a...
It's not like she watches these videos.
She doesn't watch these videos. She's just glad we're out of the house, Mary.
She watches them every week.
I know, she's been very supportive. Hey, thank you. And for the other people supporting me, thank you. You know, me and Mary were talking about the analytics the other day. Somehow we started off like this. And we just fallen. I don't know what it is. If you want a YouTube channel to fail, just give it to me for a couple of minutes. Let me get some earplugs. You should get some too.
Our workspace, right? All of the cars. And then we have our beautiful blossoms. That one's a cherry tree. This is just a tree. Very pretty.
So Mariana was telling me my glove selection's pretty hokey. For some reason the left hand wears out quicker than the right hand. And these are actually from a real welding store. See? Well, you don't need to see where, but see where? They're not even Harbor Freight or nothing. Maybe
no, but you can see the wearing is...
Well, let's get going.
Those were your better ones? My fresh taped ones. I'll hold it.
That's going to chase it around all day.
That's why your left ones are messed up. They get the sparks and the nips.
You want to hold on to that?
I'm trying.
Wouldn't it be nice, Mary, to be rich and we could just have a guy come in at night and do all this for us?
Oh, yes. The shop
All right, so I got to cut this down by a foot.
Okay.
Okay.
Listen, I know you need to cut it down. I'm not denying that. But your base can't be the same for when you're putting it on.
Yeah.
Instead of...
No, it's going to go right here across this somehow. If I got to cut a round plate, I'll cut a round plate.
Okay. I was like, is
cut a
it
square
is
plate.
it gonna work?
Hey, I could do this without even using a tape measure. But
You said I did some figuring.
I'm going to be professional.
Oh, no, your tape measure.
I'm going to be professional.
Oh, yeah, real professional.
This is just a market. Now I got to go, what did we say, 16 inches?
Yeah, I was like, you said 16, but you just...
Man, that's a huge amount. Are we sure we want that
13
much?
mark.
I think that's too much. Did we do wrong on the math?
Well, you only have to add 3. So you're 16 from the bottom.
Well, I'm cutting a section out of the middle.
Yes, I know.
And I'm just going to put it back. So what do you want to do? What did we end up wanting to do? We wanted 44 inches overall.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it says. Because that's 4 and 13. Trust the math.
Okay.
If it's wrong, we'll put the piece back in.
Or part of a piece.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 28.
I'm familiar with the number.
What is this? Come on, man. You ever seen that Abbott and Costello bit where they're doing the math for the rent?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what this is. They were funnier, though.
Hey, Darian, here's an idea. Here's it.
What?
Oh,
Yeah, I guess you could do it that way.
now it's going to wiggle way less.
There's a million ways to skin this cat. This is like a safety. No, excuse me. This is like a bank account. I just went in there and pulled out another $50 bill. That's what these aren't that expensive, but
It's usually 50 for a pack.
it doesn't matter. The point is that we cut this. I think I got my dollars out of that. What you want to do
You
is
got the teeth off of it at least.
what you want to do is get those hot and then grab them. How is it, Mary?
It's not hot. It's warm. I mean, look at how much it did. It couldn't have been that warm.
That's the point. Is it didn't do much for all the battery.
What points? They're gone.
All right, so we need to do that same thing right here, you say, huh? Very well, I'll put this under there so it won't bounce as much. Yeah, that thing's noisy. So those just go together like that, huh? Zappity doo dah.
Supposedly.
I bought this out so I could.
Oh yeah, that's gonna work great. I think you need to rotate your tires. Well, that's all they do every day. All they do is rotate.
Whoa, let's go second gear.
Oh, got it.
You want to know the history on this metal?
Nope, I don't care. Tell me.
See how it's red once? Once I had this flatbed trailer, and I used this red metal to make a deal so I could drive over the fenders, and this was left over, this little piece. And then years later, I made this thing for it. I painted it silver then. That red paint's good paint. All right. Booger weld, begin. Hey, who was using this last? He's got no wire on it. Was that Austin?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, he's like, you gotta use wire. You probably thought he was turning it off, or is that something you did?
I didn't mess with it.
Oh, I didn't mess with it.
No, I didn't. Matter of fact, I didn't touch the machine at all the whole time it was out.
Going nowhere in that machine.
I didn't touch it at all. You brought it out. He messed with it, and then I put it away after he left, and it was unplugged. I didn't touch it.
We still see Austin. He's still making knives. We gave him a bunch of stuff the other night, springs and whatever.
Is this where you want me to put in the clips of him doing some stuff?
You can. I don't care.
Way out of practice with this. Well, dang it.
Hey, Austin, put out the paper towel.
What? Covered in acetone on the table? What?
Thank you.
Well, welcome, Muzza.
I think you lit it on fire again.
You ain't got the plastic burners yet on that either?
Not yet.
Are you saging the place with paper towel?
Blessing his work that the Germans may not touch it.
Maybe cut your losses, kiddo. Oh, that's so bent.
It doesn't need to be straight.
That's just gonna get bent out of whack in the furnace anyway.
Those few people are still watching this boring part. Awesome. Thank you. Well, better use my straight edge here.
Oh, that'll hold. Attach it.
That ain't going nowhere. Better use my straight edge, Mary.
Yeah, I could tell it wasn't straight, but it's a booger. A booger.
Oh, that's pretty straight. Yeah, I mean, I've got to twist it a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
Okay, I'm pretty straight that way. Up.
Which is fine because you just bent it that way.
Yeah, it's pretty straight that way. I mean, it's not perfect, but I like to give it that natural
Curvature.
organic feel.
Organic steel.
You can really see the
All
the
natural
grains
from
and the
the earth.
structure come out in it. I wish there was more wind today. We'll check that again. Oh. Oh. Oh, yeah.
What'd you say?
It's crooked. I'm going to weld this gap and try to pull it over. How'd it do? I've seen worse. Really, I need to break that tack.
You know what's fun is it's reading so crooked on camera, but it doesn't look crooked that bad in real life.
I need to break this tack and let it come over.
A hack.
Oh. Did you want perfection? Because I ain't doing it. You can't make me.
Just enough.
Just enough. Just enough tomfoolery. Mary, someday when you're selling this at a yard sale for 10 bucks,
Custom made, baby.
say, that was made by my dad. Probably the people who are picking it up by then will have an AI robot that will just be like, his hand is stronger than that vise.
Yeah, maybe. Way you buy Model T tools. I have no purpose for it.
Maybe I'm gonna Johnny Cash it and get me a Model T someday, one piece at a time. I start with the tools. All right. Does that look good on camera? That's all that's important, as long as the weld looks good on the internet.
I don't know. You seem like you have a little bit of a hole on the corner.
What? No way. Did you get burned?
No, you're smacking my hand though.
Oh, I was
surprised
cleaning the
me.
stuff off so I could see that. You know I'm half blind.
Full stupid though.
Hey, I could trade you cameras. You could do this job.
Oh yes, in my safety shoes.
All right. Let's get the tools out of the way from phase one. Now this is the next part. At least that's heavy.
You might come in handy.
I got 4 lug nuts that I know fit because I still have the other axle. And those I went and stole when you weren't looking because I don't know where these are.
You didn't really steal them. It's your junk.
That's true. Went and borrowed. This thing's pretty hammered.
Yeah, now it's getting pretty polished.
I only need to do 4 since I only got 4 lug nuts.
Okay.
The old, if 4 doesn't hold it, 8 never would have.
This feels like over-engineering.
That feels like it's going to take a while. Let me use my Go Fast grinder.
Mmm.
Get her done, son. Look out. I just got to do 2 spots, don't I? Just so you know, just enough garage offers rotor and caliper, brake drum turning. This is how we do it.
No leaks.
You're probably gonna have some wobbles in it when you're done.
See, this is what I was saying. You got to make sure your math is mathin'.
Or I could just do this, Mary.
Could.
And then just do this.
But there's not much meat on this bone to weld to.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna have
So
to.
you would have to.
I'll have to come back and
Well,
put
okay, wait, though. You got the width of this, right? So you could bring it down and have more of a surface to weld around because it's the width, so we'd add it back.
I think you're onto something there.
Well, you did raise me. See, then it gets down to your... Move your fingers. It gets down to about there. About yonder.
Oh, I gotta cut way more off than that.
Yeah, that's why I said you're going to cut at the
Yeah, I went the wrong way.
bottom. Well, that's why I said, what you doing?
Oh, I'm stupid.
You know what makes it easy? Just draw a straight line from the edge.
You got a drawer?
Yeah. Score it.
Yeah, that's what we're doing with the blade.
Okay.
Okay.
Same thing.
Why are all these tools on my table? Hey, you want to put a hand on that one?
It's a straight edge.
That's gonna be like cutting my hand there. We trip over all this stuff. You know, it's like working on a trampoline. Front row to a freak show. Welcome to Just Enough Garage, where we do things kind of different.
That proper PPE is considered squinting your eyes.
Not my crappy table. So I'm going to cut this piece off, put it on that side, and then boom, it'll span that rotor thing.
What do we call it then? A spanner?
It's called Bob's Your Uncle. Let's get her done. All right, let me put my CNIs back on.
Your cooking hat? This is a chef's
Oh, my
hat.
chef's hat. Well, I mean, really isn't the skull cap the...
He's a line chef. All he does is play with the heat.
Yeah, look out, I know what I'm doing. I could fry a burger like nobody. Oh, this thing is in the way.
You did just trip on it already.
I think a backyard would be bigger.
Well, if you want more maneuverability, you're going to have to buy yourself an extension cord for that. And that's got to be expensive.
Mary, I traded all my money to raise you. You're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows how cheap kids are.
No, you chose to have me.
Yes, I did. All right.
And he's regretted it every day since.
No, I haven't. So now
Some
that we
days
got
so-
this, I wonder, you know what? I wonder if I'm screwing this up because now that leg's going to be too long. Maybe it won't set center, and then every time I hit something on it, you see, because I could turn this around to counteract that. So what's that? It's going to be out, 9 inches from center. That's okay. It can hang over a little bit.
Don't know if your weight's gonna...
Well, we got to cut this off. I say we should put it on here first, and then get it the way we think. Because I'm not even sure if this is the right height now. Wrong hat. What's your hurry?
Gotta switch from his chef's hat.
I don't care about that hat. All right, look out. like somebody left that outside for 20 years.
On the wall of radiators.
Now, you think it's easy just to hang this up like this? Or try to stand that up on like that? Or should we go ahead and put it on the wheel? Like so. Let me move the wheel over here. I don't even have air in it.
Whoa, whoa. That tape measure just keeps messing with me today. And you're saying you turn this 90 degrees, so
Yeah, it counters it, cause
yeah, to help it keep it more centered.
Yeah, it's 'cause
It's the right working height, though.
yeah, it is.
Remember how we said trust the math, and by we I mean you?
Yeah, see that puts that back over the center. Because the other one I centered, to be honest with you, it always felt a little weird, but I had a smaller tire.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me move that back that way. Okay, hold on to this mess.
I was gonna say let go of it, see if it's good.
Well, I gotta tack it on. Come on, you gotta do the eyeball for a few minutes.
See, look, it's fine.
All right, well, hold on to it. I don't want it conking me.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna
killing me
hold on
dead
to
in the driveway.
Well,
how'd he die? He died from stupidity. He thought he could trust
Hey,
advice.
I did try to drop a car on your legs when I was 4.
All right, let it go. It was like a decade ago. Maybe more.
Maybe more. How old am I?
20s. I don't know. You're old.
I'm 21, Darian.
Okay.
It was
Congratulations.
16 years ago.
That was 16 years ago?
Yep. It was 4 or 5.
It's like all the metal's rusty.
Oh, more gaps to fill.
No, it just wants to bounce and dance.
Doing a 2-step.
Somebody has to turn this thing around, which is the beauty of the tire, because you can. Man, that looks pretty good actually.
When all the welds are in place and you use some spray
it-
paint.
You know what is this?
Rebuilding.
What does it say? Grind and paint the welder you ain't. You bet this is gonna have some thick paint on it. Oh, it doesn't even stick to that metal. You know, I don't think you could weld on a brake rotor.
Are you learning this now?
Yeah, apparently, because what the hey? Look at it, didn't even stick there, Mary.
Oh yeah, not on this end either.
Does that mean that? I'll try it again. Hold on to this thing. Man.
Maybe you gotta dig some grooves into it.
I thought it would stick on there, but apparently it's not. If you was a guy on the internet that knew that I couldn't weld on a brake rotor, you better bleep boop it, because I really thought you could.
That guy's been laughing for the last 5 minutes.
Oh my gosh, I really thought you could. I'll tell you what you can do. I'm gonna send her to China, boy. I'm gonna put some heat into it. Because that sure broke easy. That should have done it, man. Must be some kind of metal that you don't want your welding on. Turn the wire up a little bit till you hear it make a nice smooth sound. There we go, right there. I didn't know that wasn't gonna work.
Did you learn a lesson?
I don't know. I'm gonna keep going. I think I can make it work. There's a reason you're not supposed to weld on them.
I know, Dad. It seems kind of rickety.
Oh yeah, it's rickety as hell.
It's not bolted down.
You think it'll fall off and hit me on the foot?
Well, it'll hit me on the foot, so I'm going to stand a little further away.
Alright, you're going to have to put that on pause. My old back can't lift 90 pounds anymore. I'm too old. Where's my... Is this my cleaning tool here?
It is today. Everything's a cleaning tool.
Alright, let's see what happens here. Yeah. Well, I know you can't weld to cast iron. I thought that was cast steel.
What's the difference?
The way they manufacture it. I put more heat on it. Now it's got me worried.
You know what this feels reminiscent of?
A failure?
The 53 Ford when we're trying to cut holes in the trunk to mess with the lights. It was just not working and things were catching on fire.
I don't remember any of those nightmares.
Okay, well, it's on film. And I almost got torched because I was standing too close and you didn't know.
Oh, you mean the headlights?
Yeah, I said
You
it was
said
the
the trunk.
tail lights, I thought.
Headlights are on the front of the car, Mary.
Yeah, well, I thought we were at the trunk. I'll look through the video. I'm pretty sure I'm right.
Do I go ahead and paint it all and everything and then do the endurance test, like by throwing it off of here?
It smells like burning rat's nest.
Oh, do I try to hit it with a hammer, see if it's going to work?
Sure.
Or do I just go like this?
And drop it? Of course.
Ah, of course.
Oh, it's dug in there. I think you almost have a punctured hole.
Even when I try to throw things on the ground. You're kidding me, right?
Ah, she's solid.
You know, there's a thing called destructive testing. I'm trying to avoid that.
It's called stress testing.
Destructive testing, where you destroy the part while you're doing it. And I don't want to do that. Let me cut off the ankle breaker. And then we could paint that thing.
Can I take out my ears?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think you can. I should probably put that piece up here somewhere, huh?
Are you over-engineering?
Well, I'm a little scared now, Mary, since my welds didn't work.
You just threw it off a table and it worked fine.
It did more damage to the vise.
Well, and the concrete.
Concrete, and steel. Hey, baby, what's the deal?
Well, I guess cement, not concrete, but...
I'll weld that one on after we put it back on the wheel. I think we're going to let that set for a minute and get some paint. So you remember that night we got this paint and it looked black and it wasn't? And now it's like rusty. No prep paint. Here we go.
Rusty.
Rusties. Oh, that's patented. You probably can't say that. You can paint the spider webs.
She's on the edge a little, baby.
I'm going to paint that.
Now we're going to have some painted cement.
Yeah.
Dad, you can't weld on paint.
I know. I couldn't even weld on that rotor. I really thought you could weld on those.
You can. You just did.
Yeah.
Just
It's going to fail one of these days.
A little bit of je ne sais quoi.
What's that? Luck?
How do you say? Are you like a chicken?
Let's put this thing on here. And then we'll put the lug nuts on there. And then I can stand it up because I'm tired of bending over.
He's talking himself in circles.
Here, hold this. Hold this. You got two hands.
I got my ears plugged. He let go before I was ready and I almost dropped it.
Surprise.
I don't know how I'm supposed to film when he's behind me.
Look, you're going to edit most of this video out anyways.
Probably, but you wanted me to film it.
You remember us from such great films as... You remember that at all?
Dumb and Dumber and Pretty Darn Stupid.
That thing is so heavy. You got to hold the wheel.
I'm working on it. You want me to move it while you're trying to do your job?
No. I want you to lean it over so it'll go in the spots there. You're kidding me. These don't fit. What? Those came off the other axle. They should have fit. It's hard to do these videos, Mary, when everything you touch just doesn't work out.
What about all your other flowers on the wall?
They can't come to the dance. Those are too small. What about those ones right there on that wheel?
Oh, don't do that.
I need some lug nuts. You know what? We'll just forget the lug nuts. We'll just stand it up so I can finish welding it. And then I'll buy some lug nuts, brand new ones.
That'll never see the light of day under it.
Maybe I'll just weld it to the rim.
Then what was the whole point of doing this?
Well, I'm never going to use that rim again.
That's what you thought last time.
That's true.
So...
Okay, look out. I'm standing this up. I have to use a lifting belt.
use your legs.
Yeah, you're going to have to pull on that, Jim.
Can't win.
I don't think you can weld to those rotors.
I mean, you can, just like if you want to look at it, not use it.
You remember that scene from Back to the Future when Doc Holliday's wearing the thing, goes, "Whoa, don't tell me anything. You're from the Coast Guard." No. And he pulls that thing off, and Marty says, "I'm from the future on a time machine you built." And he couldn't even comprehend at that point. And he goes, "You know what that means? It means this damn thing doesn't work."
He tears it all apart. Well, shoot.
You know what we should have done?
Oh, this is your heading, bud. You're just gonna weld it straight to it, aren't you?
Now, I know I can weld to a steel wheel.
Cut out the middleman.
This is a little bit low now, Mary. Why is that?
You misaccounted. Like 8 inches off.
Misaccounted.
Yeah, misaccounted.
Does it seem crooked now? All the times I've thrown it down, does it seem a little...
It is a little tipsy-turvy.
like it needs to go like that?
Yeah. I feel like if you grind your garbage welds off, it might level out a little bit. Just look over
You
here.
know how sometimes you never see a video that somebody makes, and you
Looks
always
a
think,
little
well, why?
boisterous.
Why have we never seen that video?
Well,
You know, I'm a genius. Check this out. I'm such a goon. I'm putting that to line up with the holes, when in reality I should be covering those holes, because then it actually gives me more metal on each side to weld this to.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. We can do this. We can win. This is gonna work.
Now you have to grind off the paint you just sprayed?
No. The welder will do the work for me.
Oh, okay.
It'll burn through paint better than it'll weld to a brake rotor.
Can't burn through rust, though.
You know what we learned though, Mary? The United States of America produced good quality products 45, 50 years ago because it's unweldable. Unweldable.
I wonder if they made good people around that era.
I don't know. I thought about knocking the center hub off of that, but it seems so I have to hit all the studs out because I think that center hub is not, it's not cast like that. I should be able to weld to it, but you know what? I'm quitting. I'm gonna win by going forward. I'm gonna win by winning.
I'm gonna win by not losing.
Man, I can't believe that thing's too short now. We'll just pretend that's what I wanted.
The whole time worked first try. First try, yeah.
What a bunch of crap. Let's try. Oh yeah. Somebody's gotta get this.
Mr. I can weld on thing.
Alright, now's the time for you to use your eyeball over there and tell me, Darian, it needs to be like this.
Looks good from here.
Can't see it from my house. Actually, it looks pretty good. We're going for it. I really thought I could weld that, you know?
And you did.
Well, maybe you have to have some kind of nickel rod or something.
Nothing welded stays, okay? It's not quite the Outsiders, but... Well, it was a poem before that.
Yeah, this wire, you gotta have it just right or it won't feed.
By frosting.
Anyways, you put these on the tire and you get really good grip on the ground. And then the tire, you know.
Did you make this up?
No, that's why you put them on a tire. This isn't my idea, Mary. This is a known fact, and then you can roll them
That
around.
was.
They're not.
We saw how that worked out. That was the crux in the plan.
Now,
Hey,
you know
Darian.
what? You know what makes people experts now, Mary?
The
Is
internet.
that all these people now put in the comment, oh, I knew you couldn't weld on that. I knew it.
Well, yeah, you just seen it.
You didn't know
Darian,
that.
are you using your nice jeans on the concrete?
Well, yeah, but they were $12 at Walmart, so if...
Oh, problem solved.
And I'm not going to wear my shorts out here, even though I want to.
Cement.
Yeah. You'll find it at Walmart. You know, some people would be embarrassed to say they didn't know that. I guess I am too, but I'm going to ignore that part of my life. It didn't happen. I learned a valuable lesson. Look how strong that one is. And I haven't even finished welding it yet. I did a really nice weld on the other side. If I was going to be internet bragging, that's the one to go look at. These others, well, I'm going to paint over them, but that one I might highlight.
I might just clear coat it. How does it compare? This side better?
The other one, it's better. The wind was blowing the stink away. I guess if you're using this channel as like, I'm going to model my life after these guys,
Don't.
but you can model this. Don't weld on a brake rotor. If you want to bolt one down, you could cut a piece of plate, weld to the steel, then bolt it to it. You know, that's an option. And I thought about that, but really, truthfully, I was just going to throw this wheel away.
Too bad we didn't have a steel plate.
I know, I got a better piece around the corner, but that would have took longer, Mary, and it would have made me happier.
You would have had to get rid of your pretty weldo. It would have never existed.
Yeah, go around this. Oh, you know what? You're sitting there all set up. Let me show you the beauty of the tire. Oh, let me lock this down. You know the story on this vise, Mary?
It's red. And I've squished many a rotting pears with it.
That's a beautiful weld on that side.
Oh, dang. All of them on this side are good.
Yeah, the wind was in my favor. May the wind always be in your favor. I got this from Costco when I was in high school. They opened a Costco in our town, and I think it was like $69 or something. So, I mean, I've had it for like 30 some years. I've never really mounted it to anything because I wasn't committed and I moved a lot. But
Mounted it to things.
I did it this way. I think we should cut that off. I think we could put another brace on it.
We.
Me and the tools. What do you think? Something like that. If I do that just right around that hole, Mary, then when items fall in it, they can go right into the hole.
Oh.
And I could get really sneaky and hang some other stuff, so when I'm hanging tools on it, that might be like phase 2. Today I only have enough time for phase 1.
Just enough of it.
Just enough. I like it. That's why we started this channel, because we just barely have enough time to do anything.
Less time recently, extra busy.
Yeah, it's the spring. I'm always busy in the spring.
So are the plants.
Now it looks crooked on this way.
Well, show the people.
The people don't care about this anymore. They lost interest. Hi, Mary. You're on the channel now.
Oh yeah, like I haven't been before.
Really, let's look at this. Now that it's cooled off a little bit. Look at how it didn't even
Penetrate.
It didn't do anything. I mean, it's like...
Well, I see some dips, some gappages. Channels, ditches, I don't know. I don't remember what they're called.
Yeah. Yeah. Just thing doesn't work. I'm gonna take that to the scrapper.
This collection of
Like all failures in life, throw them away. Rock and roll. I can't believe 2 big mistakes, Mary. 1, I thought I had the right lug nuts, which thank goodness I didn't take any off. 2, you can't weld to that thing anyway.
I like how you just threw over there. It's over here now.
Well, whatever that cursed thing is. And 3, we'll probably fast forward all the failures. We want to be a real YouTube channel. You gotta not show them how dumb you are.
Oh no, that's what people enjoy.
They enjoy failures?
Oh yeah, you watch fail videos all the time.
That's true, I do.
People like failure. It's relatable.
Do you hate it when they set up a fail? Like they knew something and they... No,
The best way to get an authentic fail is when somebody's like doing a trick on their skateboard and they're like, all right, get out your camera,
Yeah.
film me do it, and then they absolutely biff it.
For some reason the internet hates welders, and now I'm going to be mocked because I thought I could weld cast whatever that thing is. Oh, well.
Look at all those sprinkles.
Yeah.
Oh no, Dad, you messed up your paint. You scratched the rim.
You know, all despite all the forward, back, ups and downs, wrongs and rights, hands and knees,
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
frustrations, we moved forward, Mary. We were successful. We
Persevered.
we got one thing stuck to another thing. Let's put something in it and wail on it and see if it works.
Okay. Your forearm?
No. Give me a bit
It always looks good in movies.
Oh, like
No. When they are crushing a hand or an arm in a grip. Maybe we watch different movies.
okay. I'm trying to follow what you're saying. Got my glove on. So you're saying if I was to put my hands in here. Yeah, I stopped before I got
Wow,
all
your
the-
fingers are really
Oh, they cut off already.
holding up well.
Here, you go ahead and I can take the paint. Yeah. I think the neighbor's looking at us like, what? Yeah. See, I had him. Oh, that'd probably work on a 4-year-old.
Show this to your kids, scare them.
Yeah. Let's make a child afraid of their
Oh,
parents.
you should just pinch the can in there. That'd be fun. Get it all up in your eyes.
I did that once. I took an orange can and I wanted the marble out of it, so I threw it on a rock, and of course it split and just went. Oh, I was a kid then. I've learned my lesson. I don't make mistakes anymore now, Mary.
I know you would let us take your empty spray paint bottles and we would cut them open and take the marbles out.
Yeah, but we shot them with a BB gun first, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
We didn't do it when they still had any.
Part of it was marksmanship.
Pressurized. Well, yeah, we had to play jacks in the backyard in the dirt. We needed more marbles because we'd lose them in the dirt. What better than paint-covered marbles?
Yeah. Oh, she's good to go, buddy.
You know what's fun too? Is that all the marbles, if you could get the paint off of them, were just normal marbles. Like they were colored and they were like spiraled. Like the company just bought marbles instead of plain ones. They had fun ones sometimes.
All right, so now in a year and a half, when someone's looking for a special split wheel, I'll be cutting that thing apart again.
And smooth it, rebuilding it with more paint.
You know what I got? I got something we can put in here.
Yeah.
And we can wail on it and see if it's going to work. I think the video has gone to heck, Mary.
Yeah, what type of whale is it?
A big whale.
A big whale?
A Jonah whale.
Okay,
Alright.
so a great blue.
Hold on, I'm going to get me a hammer.
Maybe an orca, since we live off the Puget Sound, in Washington State, where they're heavily known. Kind of synonymous with Washington.
Say you wanted the studs out of this, Mary, and the only thing you had at your disposal was one hillbilly, a sledgehammer, and a homemade vise.
Hey, maybe put your earplugs back in.
You're gonna stand over there, so if the handle comes off, it'll whale you. Okay, here we go. Oh, already giving me fits.
Getting tired already, old man? 1. Ha ha ha.
Well, if it holds still, it'll come on you. I keep hitting that thing.
Getting too zealous with your swings. It's wiggling towards you.
It's attacking. Back now, back.
Aha! 2. He's taking revenge on them not working. Oh! I went in the gap into the shop.
Hole in one, buddy.
Well, a hole in 3. I don't know what the par is for this. 4.
3 seems to be a pretty good par. Oh, it's starting to wiggle again. Luckily, I can do half this side.
You're
And I can do half-
halfway there. Oh! Ha! You did it again!
Come around this side. Now I'm going to do it left-handed. Are you even hitting it?
Oh, you did. Almost.
Well, stand over there with your mouth open, see what happens.
Oh, you paid a lot of money for my teeth. You really want
right.
to mess them up?
I've paid for 6 wisdom teeth removals. And you, how many braces? 3 braces?
3 braces and a palate spreader, so we can count it as 4 braces. 2 were for 1 kid, though. 1 kid did with all of the...
You're saying I would have been a millionaire by now if I didn't have 4 kids.
Yeah, and whose fault is that? A communal effort. Mrs. Just Enough Garage and you.
Just trying to accelerate green. No, wait, global warming, because I say it's not green energy. Humans aren't green, are they?
Yeah, we're
This
green
is-
energy,
this
children.
Is green because I'm not,
Hammer the things out.
but I'm using green energy now to hammer them out. Renewable energy.
Because you only eat the veggies?
No, because I'm using a hammer.
Oh, the hammer's renewable energy?
Yeah. This is renewable energy, Mary.
Yeah.
The pyramids were built with renewable energy.
And racks.
Great Wall of China built with renewable energy.
And racks.
All right, I'm gonna try. This is the last one. I'm gonna try.
Hole in one. You're going to go smack it once and it's going to go through
Yeah.
the shop? It's okay. Restart. They're not going to know.
This will be the one hit.
One hit wonder, baby.
All right, this will be it. All right, well, the video probably cut out. Mary's phone was going dead. So, anyways, what? No, what? No way. Come on.
You bent it.
I'm gonna get this sucker apart one way or the other. This is just so rusty, Mary.
I couldn't tell. No Rust-Oleum medicated bumper ointment for him.
Go in your home. Oh, isn't the internet fun? I'm wearing myself out. I don't even have enough people on the internet yet subscribe. I don't have enough to even make $1 yet.
16 people right now watching it tops.
Yeah, we're down pretty. Maybe it's because we're boring.
Oh, that's guaranteed. Yay!
Get rid of this piece too.
Oh, it's a Frisbee now. Okay, well, that was fine before. Closing statements.
What have we accomplished today? That is a very good vice. I'm happy with the end results. It cost me $0. The video is probably taken 2 hours to make. We're probably going to make it 15 minutes. We got some other things coming up. Oh, you know what? I think maybe next week we should give you an update on the M38. It didn't do well. All those tires are flat. 1 is good. 3 are bad. You want to see? Nah, I'm not going to show you. You have to tune in next week. Thanks for watching Just Enough Garage.
So, Darian just wandered in the house, and I'm showing you the finished job. He wanted a rain cover. I suggested this, and he says, no, I'm keeping the water out of collecting in the rims. And I went, oh, dang, that's perfect, right? So I wandered off, and I found the other side of this. And he made the goofiest looking umbrella I ever did see, and it also has a hole in it. So he thinks it's going to protect from the rain. We'll find out. Also, his handle's even crooked, okay? That man couldn't hit the broadside of a barn if he had his elbow to it. Bye. Tell us your thoughts. Please like, comment, and subscribe. See you next week.